Hey everybody, Mikeycat Outdoors here. So what are we doing today? Whew, blustery 90 some odd degrees, hotter than Satan's butthole out here at Hawn State Park in Missouri, the middle of July. But at least it's evening hours out here on the trail. Just hit the interconnect for the Blue Trail, South Loop. Did Interconnect 3, came down part of the Red North Loop, and gonna head down and do some camping tonight. So let's check it out. All right, so hiking this little inner loop trail, probably 500 feet or something. And here is the second Blue South Loop for Whispering Pines, which is where I'm gonna go for the night. That'll take me down to 7 and 8. And then if you go up this way, that'll be the North Loop. It takes you the long way back to the parking lot. All right, there's a thing for a campsite. Looks like on the back side, number 8. Let's check it out. A little bit of weedy coming into this. Had a couple of ticks along the trail here. Just sprayed my legs with DEET, but yeah. All right, walked in a little ways. Site number 8, that's not too bad. Got some logs out here. Funky looking cedar tree. And got a few spots you could probably put hammocks at. Trees are spaced a little differently, but nice piney grove here. So I'm gonna end up continuing on south down to 7, because that one's closer to the river. I think it's like Alvasi River, and I think down the trail from it a little ways is actually like a stream crossing. So if I need water, that would be the place to get it. I brought 3 of these Smart Water bottles, which is a bit of weight, but considering how hot and dry it is, I've been sipping on it coming down. Figure I want enough for meals, and then, if I find the water, I'll try to camel up probably by morning and, have enough water to get back. So I'll go do some more exploring. Hey, look at me! I am Mr. Treeface! Woo-ha-ha! This is pretty cool out here. Walking down on the south part. And got a nice little creek, little cavey overhang right there. So it may not be the best water in the world, but at least it's something. And this creek's kind of going along the edge of the trail for a little bit here. Up off here to the left of the trail. Shout out to Mr. Gossman. Bluff Edge. It's pretty cool, Maynard. All right, look at this cool rock. Coming up out here in the wilderness of the South Loop. And right up past this big rock, got the signage, woohoo, for site number 7. Cool beans. Looks like a pretty nice little site over there. Ooh. That's pretty nice. There's a bunch of smaller trees here, a bunch of cedars. I'll have to figure out placement for putting the hammock up. A little bit of wood out here, fire pit. Litter bugs, they got mountain house in there. I know, they're too salty, they don't always taste the best, but pack in, pack out, buddy. Well, everybody, there's Shangri-La for the night. Don't know if I'll need that underquilt or not, but that's just a 50-degree partial. It's supposed to get down to maybe, 69 or something tonight, so yeah. We'll see, but I need to start cooling down a little bit, relax, get a little more water in me, and start eating dinner. Had a little sandwich before I started. Got on trail probably 5 p.m. and it's about 8:30 right now, so a few miles, a few hours, so yeah, it was a good hike. All this on 5 hours of sleep. yeah, I got woken up a few times in the middle of the night and in the morning and everything else. So yeah, but yeah, blood pressure was up when I started. Pulse was definitely up the whole way. So I'm just kind of watching it a little bit. But I got a blood pressure pill I'll take in a little bit and some tea that'll take, and that should help me out, get some food and water in me, and be able to calm down a little bit. Well, for tonight's dinner tableau, Fruit Loops from the woods. Got some Packet Gourmet Dottie's chicken and dumplings. Got some water. Woo! Boiling up. It's pretty good, Maynard. Always gotta remember which way to turn that off. I got my luxury item there. Little spritzer fan. I got me some Hawthorne hibiscus tea in the Gatorade container. So, got a little bit of something going there. Got to restoke that. But not too bad. Good morning, everybody. Well, got a partial night's sleep. I'll probably eat some breakfast and go take another nap. And I get the food bag and stuff down and have some granola, and I might have some little packaroons or something. We'll figure it out. But anywho, had to put up my tarp last night. I think it was like 10:30 or something. There was a sprinkle here or there, real light. It kind of went away, and then as it got closer to midnight, another little bit of sprinkle. So I put the tarp up, and eventually I set it up. And yeah, it started raining pretty dang good overnight. It just popped up out of nowhere. Wasn't even supposed to be on a radar map. And I'd looked when I first seen sprinkles, and it was all going to be south of here a little ways. But yeah, it rained for probably a good 4 hours or so. It was crazy. But all the ground is wet right now. You know, it wasn't a heavy rain, but it was a good sprinkle the whole time. And tried to filter a little water off of the tarp. It was just, looked at this morning, it's just nasty yellow. So I think the coatings and stuff on there, whatever dirt and junk from other trips, yeah. No, I think the stream's going to be a better source for water this morning. But yeah, this has been a fun trip. That rain really helped a lot in terms of just, you know, making a nice little tranquil setting to fall asleep peacefully. And I only had one weird dream right about 5:30 in the morning, where all of a sudden it just felt like an animal was crawling under me and, you know, stopping right there in the joy department. And it's like, you know, I woke up and it's like nothing there. So yeah, that's the power of dreams. But yeah, it's been pretty nice out here. I've heard some coyotes off in the distance, some moo cows off in the distance, and I think I'm not too far from a town, maybe, because way off every once in a blue moon, it sounded like a little, either, you know, ATV type thing out in the distance, or a semi-truck or something, you know, but not a consistent thing. So I heard little vehicular activity way out in the distance, like twice in the middle of the night, but that's about it. So anywho, I'm gonna get me some grub and go back to sleep. So of course, welcome to Shangri-La. Got my 50-degree quilt, and it wasn't until about 4 this morning that I actually used the top quilt. I was going pretty well solo. It was warm for a while out here. It was good 92, 94 degrees. This is one of my luxury items. I got a little fan there. I thought I was going to use it, but then when that rain came, I really didn't need it that much. I got 2 headlamps. Always have a backup. And got my bag there. The Light AF Curve 40. It might have gotten a little damp, but I like these front fast pack type of bottle pockets. It distributes the weight pretty well with the water, and it's been a pretty good pack. Oh, here's my breakfast tableau here. Strawberry granola. I've had the multi-berry, and it was delicious. I'm going to assume the same for this. Oh yeah, probably more than enough water. So that is my last Smart Water bottle. I brought 3 in yesterday because of how hot it was. So I'm going to have to go camel up down the stream a little bit. I'm going to let this soak for 5-10 minutes and start eating. This is another nice little thing I like to add to my meals sometimes. A medjool date. It says 3 dates per box. I'm already on the 2nd date. Woohoo! What happens on the 3rd date? Well, put the fire out, and somebody back on trail went to go use the restroom and found a bong out there earlier. Looked like it was fairly well used. That's just kind of nasty. I don't know. Pack it out or hope it melts, but yeah, it's got to have some nasty stuff on it. Where the rubber meets the road, baby. It's part of the Havasi River. It's probably the widest part I've seen so far. It's not too deep today. Water's a little tannins, a little brown water, but I'm sure you can filter it. That's kind of nice. But yeah, there's 2 people passed by me, a guy and a gal, and they were like, "Hey, we cleared all the spider webs off trail for you." The South Loop's definitely a lot more rugged, less traveled than that North Loop. But this one's so far out, I'm like, I may as well just try the rest of it, see, and then I'll probably save the rest of that North Loop for another day. It's supposed to be rain coming in this afternoon, so I'm kind of gauging what the weather does and what time looks like. But yeah, this is interesting out here. There's some neat little, like, I don't know what you call them, little overhangs amongst the creek and stuff, and little nooks, and you know, a lot of pines, a lot of weeds. But it's definitely a forest. Woohoo! Looks almost like an old 1940s flatbed truck there, that rock. And then over there, that one, almost like a Dodge Ram. It's got those big air holes in the grill. Looky here. Found some really cool prickly pear cacti. There's a whole big grove of them up here on top of this little mini boulder. That's sweet. Some of them are going to start flowering. I'll probably get the fruits on there eventually. Oh yeah, that's nice. And some of the ones way out there, they got the cacti bud on cacti bud, and they look cute. Hello there. What's your name? Myrtle? Myrtle? Myrtle the turtle? You're cute. Thank you. Yeah, you're nice and red. I can see why it's so hot out here. Yes, it is very hot. Woohoo! Campsite number 6. So this is where I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get some lunch here, water up. Looks like there's a little bit of a stream down there, so I'm going to get more water too, get some electrolytes and everything, because I've been hiking a good 2 hours in the heat. It is hot. and I'm kind of getting to that point where I'm just not sweating as much as I was earlier. So hungry, need to get up here. Woohoo! Look at that. That's some nice water there. Part of the creek going down to a nice little bed of water. Oh yeah, that's nice. Well, it's not too bad here. Splash across. Oh, come on up. See what I can see. Nice fire ring. Several nice logs here to sit on. Some areas over there to put tents, hammocks, and stuff. Yeah, this is nice. So I got some Packet Gourmet Cajun Ranch chicken salad. It's not too bad. Cranberries are a nice touch. You put a little bit of mayo in with it, little packets. Makes kind of like a creamy ranch dressing. A little bit of a kick, but it's really not bad. So it's got pretty good seasonings, but I just had like some pieces of bread. They're all mangled up, but just slather that on there. It's not the most dainty thing to eat. It's fairly messy, falling all over the place, but yeah, it's really good flavor. I've always wanted to try the Packet Gourmet meals. Bought like a kit a month or so back, and they had now some big sale on them. So I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll get like a starter pack, and I'll get like the favorites and whatnot. So it's pretty good so far. Had the Dottie's chicken and dumplings last night, and then this is my second meal. So I'm gonna try their polenta sometime. I packed it along for breakfast, but I ended up eating the granola for breakfast instead. But oh, this campsite's pretty nice. I like it a little more than where I was at 7. Number 6 here. The trees look nice. Got a little more wood here around the fire to sit. You got that stream right there too, which is great. So if you want to get water, boom, right there, you can camel up. And I'm gonna sneeze. Sneeze heard around the world. But there's a storm front coming in. The weather originally was supposed to be hot and sunny all day. All these little spot showers are coming up, which happens in the summer. But I looked at the weather a little earlier. I started hiking probably about 10 this morning after getting everything all packed up. And then it's now 12:30 right now. So 2.5 hours roughly of hiking to get to this point. And I think Site 5 will be next, and eventually I'll hit the connector trail back to the red and blue part. And then I'm going to cut back up to 3 because I'm not going to take that real long section of the red trail today. I'll save that for another time. Check the rest of those sites and try to get out of here before it's pouring down rain too bad. But I said about 2-3 o'clock, it's like 85% chance of rain, so I'll be curious to see how accurate that is. But it would cool me off, that's for sure. Make things a little slick hiking around here. But the South Loop, it's challenging, yeah. It's got some areas where you gotta go up and down a little. Very weedy. Looked like there was one little section where somebody came in with like a weed eater or a brush hog, cleared a few things out. But the rest of it was really just brushing up against your legs all the time. Ticks, oh my gosh, I probably pulled 5 or 6 ticks off of me at least just this morning. I think I had one yesterday, and you know, it's like I'm out here in shorts, so got my pasty white legs there, my little accident from the lawnmower. So these are the Patagonia baggies. These were on sale, I don't know, 30 or so. They're normally like 65. There's no way I'm spending 65 for shorts. 30 is a little more manageable, but they got a liner in them and everything. And they're synthetic, so you can wear them kind of like water trunks too. Sure looks delicious. Yep. So that's got the little dark things. I think there's some chives. There's some of those little kind of dried up cranberries in there, which are good. You got the chicken. Got all the seasoning, stirred the mayo in with it. It's not too bad. But yeah, only thing about Packet Gourmet is the price. A little pricier than most of the backpacking meals out there, but they're fresher ingredients. They don't have as long of a shelf life either. It's not like a 7 or 15 year shelf life. It's probably like a year or two or something. I'd have to check the date on this one. I don't know what it says. But I do remember seeing one of them, and it was like 2023 or 2024 or something like that. So it wasn't like super long. I'd say within 2 years you probably want to eat it up. But they got little sauces in with them, little packets and things you can add in. So it makes it more like a real meal. And texture and everything's nice. They're good flavors. So as I try more of them, I get a better feel. But I think I can understand why some of the guys out there like to eat that stuff. Now, speaking of eats, or conversely drinks, I got a bottle with some of this drink element in it. And this was the citrus salt. Good Lord, that's salty. Whew. I got another bottle with Propel in it, which, you know, has the aspartame and all that junk. Give you cancer. But it's got a little bit of potassium, a little bit of salt in it. But, you know, a little bit of sweetness. This element stuff, though, man, it is salty. It's like somebody threw a whole bunch of sea salt in there. But, I mean, if you're sweating out a lot, you're in a desert, you're running, you're doing a lot of stuff, you're younger, you don't have high blood pressure problems, probably great for you. Somebody that's a little older, depending what you're sweating or not, you know, if your blood pressure is a little higher, you may want to thin it down a little bit. Or you may want to just, you know, drink a little of this and a little bit of the other and, you know, go from there. And that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to thin it out just so it's not so potent, but I'll still get some of the salt back in that I'm losing from all the sweating today. But my meal's got plenty of salt, so eating Doritos and chicken salad and all this good stuff. So I'm going to replenish my my stores. But yeah, I'm just going to relax here a little bit. I'm going to probably camel up, get a little bit of water, and, you know, if the rain comes in, I'll put up a tarp and maybe hang out here a little bit or something, but I'm going to try to relax. I've just been hiking a bit. I really need the rest, and that's important when you're hiking, is to know when to have downtime. I probably started getting hungry 45 minutes ago, and I was just like, okay, I got to find a spot, and there really wasn't any spots on the trail until I found this, and it's like, okay, this is where I'm going. But these campsites are nice out here. Pre-pandemic, I think it was pretty much wherever the heck you wanted to camp, maybe. But they set up these 10 different campsites during the pandemic, and they basically said, yeah, you gotta camp at these, and you gotta register and everything. So, yeah, it makes it nice. I got another sign here. Let's see what this says. Number 5, Johnny number 5. Woo, that's kind of nice. That one's got a little creek crossing too to get over there. Pretty sweet. Nice little fire ring. Some big old stumps. I like 6 a little better, but this one's got some potential too. Whew. Started raining a few minutes ago. Oh, imagine how bad it's going to come down in the next hour or so. Oh, but at least it's cooling things down. I'm not going to overheat to death out here. That's for sure. And I got all this water on me. Plus a couple in the side pockets. So, started off, there really wasn't any water yesterday too much around on trails. But then with the rain overnight, and now this is going to add more to it. But That one little creek was nice, and then that area there by Site 5 had a bit of water. Just enough, a few inches worth I could get water out of, and holy crap, look at this little guy. Armadillo, and he's coming straight for me. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. Armadillo. Yeah. There you go. Go that way, buddy. Whew. It's starting to wet up a little bit on the trail. Whew. Looky here. Back to the combination of Whispering Pines North Loop and South Loop. So if I went that way, that's how I went yesterday, and that connects back to the other side for the Blue Loop. And then originally I came from down this way, and that'll go over and eventually hit Connector Trail 3 and cut up through the woods and get back to the parking lot. So I'm gonna end up going that way, connect up to 3, get out of here, because that other way for the red, that is the long section. So that's like a overall 9.5 mile loop, I think. And that's gonna be probably a good 4 or 5 miles. I don't wanna be out in the rain that long. So I'm just gonna skedaddle back to Seattle, back to the car. So catch you in a bit on this interconnect between the Red Blue joined area and going back to the red, where it kind of meets up, and eventually gonna get back to the connector route 3. But whew, let me show you this. This is rocks. Been going uphill for quite a while. Rocksylvania here. It just keeps going up. Woohoo, buddy. Looks like the interconnector sign. So that continues on to red. Uncle Red! Whispering Pines, South Loop, and all that I just came off of. I'm gonna go back to the campsite 4 and primitive or picnic area parking lot. I'll tell you what, coming back, going uphill, all the rocks, whew, welcome to Rocksylvania. Dang, that was tough. Going out yesterday wasn't that bad. You know, I was tired and lack of sleep. Today, coming back up that stuff, man, that sucked. Did see another couple come up while I was up there resting. There's been a few people out on trail, not that many. I've seen 2 couples at least today. And I know yesterday I seen a couple of couples that were out whenever I was getting on trail. One was coming out, so there's activity out here. North Loop is generally going to be a lot wider, a lot more developed, probably more people on it. South Loop is a lot more primitive, a lot more remote access stuff out there. You know, it's kind of cool. If I had to do it again, I'd probably do 6. Someday I'm going to go take the other part of the Red Loop and see, I guess, 9 and 10 that are over there on the eastern side of the park. So I'll be curious to see how that is sometime, but I'll save that for another day. But here, is Connect Trail 3. 1, 2, 3. Gonna head on over. Oh, made it out here to the bridge. On my way back. A little bit of water. Well, everybody, I'm back here at the trailhead for String Pines, and it was fun, very exhausting, a lot of sweating, a lot of drinking. Whew, made it. So did pretty much that whole south loop, which is like 3 3/4 miles, and a little bit of the cut through for the north loop, which probably 1.5 miles or something there. But yeah, this was pretty fun. I probably got a few miles left to finish that other part of the red trail sometime. But we'll see. So yeah, I got to do this section here, cut up, come over, and come back here to the trailhead sometime. So that's all I've got left. I had another adventure. I started here at Pickle Springs, or Pickle Creek I mean. Went and did all this to the connector before and came back. This time went all the way down to here, camped, go on down, come around, come back up, came all the way back up this, back up that connector, and back here to the trailhead. Well, everybody, if you like what you've seen, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, get notified of new content once it becomes available. Catch you again in the outdoors. Whew, tired. As always, thanks for watching.